Have you ever had one of those days? You're walking into a crowded cafe, feeling great, when suddenly you notice it. A tiny 0.5 centimeter coffee stain right on your chest. In that exact moment, your heart stops. You feel a cold sweat running down your back. You think, oh no, everyone is looking at me. They're probably thinking I'm messy or careless. You feel like there's a giant, blinding, theatrical spotlight shining directly on that one little spot. But here is the shocking truth that might change your life. Nobody cares. In fact, most people in that cafe didn't even notice you walked in, let alone the stain on your shirt. Why do we trap ourselves in this prison of judgment when the guards aren't even watching? Today, we're going to turn off that mental spotlight and discover a psychological freedom you've never felt before. Welcome to Prism Mind. In psychology, this phenomenon is called the spotlight effect. It's a cognitive bias where we overestimate how much other people notice our appearance or actions. We spend our mornings obsessing over a single strand of hair or a slight stumble in our words from a meeting yesterday, thinking, everyone must find me pathetic. We experience this because we are the center of our own universe. We live 24 hours a day in our own skin, seeing through our own eyes. Our internal camera is always focused on me. Naturally, we assume everyone else's camera is also pointed at us. But the reality? Everyone else is busy being the center of their own universe too. They are too occupied with their own spotlights to worry about yours. To prove this, Professor Thomas Gilovich at Cornell University conducted a famous and somewhat cruel experiment. He asked students to wear an incredibly embarrassing t-shirt featuring a large, smiling face of the singer Barry Manilow. Then he made them walk into a room full of other students. The students wearing the shirts were terrified. They predicted that at least 50% of the people in the room would notice their ridiculous outfit. But what actually happened? Only 23% noticed, and even those 23% probably forgot about it within seconds. This shows that the actual impact of your fatal mistake or flaw is less than half of what you imagine it to be. People are more concerned with the fingerprints on their own phone screens than the coffee stain on your shirt. The spotlight effect isn't just about looks, it's the core of social anxiety. When your voice trembles during a presentation, or you don't give the perfect reaction to a friend's joke, it feels like it's written on a billboard on your forehead. Psychologists call this the illusion of transparency. We believe our internal state, our nervousness or embarrassment, is transparent for everyone to see. But the truth is, your internal state is nearly invisible. Unless you say, "I'm so nervous right now," people usually have no idea if you're a confident actor or screaming on the inside. The reason we suffer from the gaze of others isn't because they are watching us strictly, it's because we are monitoring ourselves as our own harshest judge. So how do we escape this prison of judgment? Start with these 3 steps. First, accept that others aren't interested in you. Do you remember what your friend wore yesterday, or the mistake the person at the next table made during lunch? Probably not. Just as you are indifferent to others, they are indifferent to you. This isn't a sad thing, it's a liberating truth. Second, shift your focus outward. Instead of looking at your own stain, look into the eyes of others. When you realize that the person across from you is also worried about their own mistakes, the tension melts away. Third, practice turning off the light. Put down the heavy crown of being the protagonist of the world for a moment. Thinking, I am just part of the background, actually gives you a surprising amount of energy to focus on what you really need to do. In the theater of life, the most important light isn't the searchlight others shine on you. It's the light that glows from within. Don't let a small stain on your shirt overshadow the beautiful person you are. People aren't captivated by your perfection. They're drawn to the grace you handle your imperfections. Prism Mind explores the small principles that rule your mind. If this story lightened the burden on your shoulders today, please subscribe and join us. Your mind deserves to be freer tomorrow than it is today. This has been Prism Mind. Keep shining your own light.